If my controller's still alive. My controller's still alive. Good. Alright. How's everybody today? Well, we're not going to do a trial today. We're going to be doing an investigation. Speaking of which, Di, what did happen last week? Hey there, Phoenix. A bomb, yes. Yes, you're right. A courtroom blew up. And we had to figure out who blew up the courtroom. Who did we find out that blew up the courtroom? Because we finished that one. Where is my YouTube messages? What happened to my YouTube messages? All my YouTube messages disappeared. But yes, Di, you're right. Head to Nate. There it goes. Hello, Plushie. Yes. Ted to Nate is the one responsible for blowing up the courtroom. Which in the end, he ended up blowing up himself. Monstrous Turnabout, Episode 2.
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams. At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
A few months prior to the courthouse bombing. When they say prior, they're going back in the past, okay? That means this is before the courtroom bombing. I said this was going to be confusing. Yes, cat. April 17th, 12:13 p.m. Wright Anything Agency. Guess I'm a little early. Oh, hey Apollo. Getting an early start today? And keep going. yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while after all. Well, aren't we all fired up? So, what do you think of Trussy's model, Di? Was for a bet. Still as cute as ever, right? Well, it's not every day I get a call from Mr. Wright. What kind of work is it anyways? Mr. Wright didn't mention any details. Work? Is that how he put it? Don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again. You've really been a fixture around here, Apollo. Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. A lot's happened since then, but I've settled in nicely despite a few bumps in the road. My name is Apollo Justin. I've been practicing law for about a year, but I still have a lot to learn. This is the Wright Anything Agency, and it's where I work. Don't let the name fool you. It's definitely a law agency. But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly. It's the law agency, part of this office that's usually forgotten. This is Trucy Wright, a budding magician, an adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help with her magic trick. And what's wrong with that? You're one of the agency's talents as well. I was under the impression that I was a lawyer. I guess lawyering is a talent to her. He's going crazy again. Oh, we better hurry! Doesn't look like Daddy's gonna make it, so let's get going. Huh? Where are we going? What about the job he mentioned? This is the job, Polly. You're supposed to keep me company today. So he's chaperone. Now come on! Another day of not being a lawyer. Should have seen this coming. Well, this is the Wright Anything Agency, you know. And there's no law-related work at the moment, so tell me again why I chose to work here. Where is Mr. Wright anyway? Daddy said something about going to meet an acquaintance. Wonder who he's going to see. Don't worry. Just focus on your job, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day. Wait a second! Another day of anything goes begins at the Wright Anything Agency. April 17th, 1:30 p.m. Nine Tails Vale. Yokai Lane. So, what are we doing way up here in the mountain? It looks pretty frigid, doesn't it? Looks pretty cold, doesn't it, Di? Look at the mist in the background. Looks pretty cold. This is Nine Tails Vale. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here. Yokai? Oh, you mean Japanese monsters? Yes, that explains all these weird things. Speaking of which, wasn't Nine Tails Vale founded by Japanese immigrants? Yeah, they're holding a festival to boost tourism over at the Alderman's mansion. My friend who works there invited us. That's why we're here. I just discovered a typo. Alderman was not capitalized. Alderman is a name. In other words, I'm your chaperone today. Your dad was too busy. Daddy said that with those horns of yours, you'd make a great addition to their festival. I mean, you look just like a Japanese demon. Wasn't that some thought? Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly? I could do without the thoughtfulness like that. Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival grounds are this way. All right. Guess it's time to move to Ruby Manor Garden. Let's talk. This monster craze. Come to think of it, I think I heard about it on TV. Supposed to be Ninetales Vale. It's supposedly how Ninetales Vale made a comeback from the brink of fiscal disaster. Our agency could sure use some positive that. Oh, I know. Let's jump on the board to the monster craze. You and Daddy could be perfect comedy duo. You could call yourselves Acme and Rudar, Demon Kings of Comedy. Daddy sets them up, and you knock them down. Hey, I think we hit the jackpot with this idea. Sorry, but I plan on staying a lawyer. You do? You don't have to act so surprised by that. Hey, Trucy, have you seen any attorney's badge? How could you lose something so important? Sometimes I really wonder about you, Apollo. This is so weird. I wonder if I dropped it somewhere. Oh, look! What are these panties doing here? Forget about panties. I'm looking for my badge. Ta-da! Did you forget? These are my magic panties! In 3D. Hey, that's my attorney's badge. Wow, how'd you do that? I set it up, set it all up while we were back at the office. Wow. Huh? No. Didn't ask me. Yes.
I had to website.
Okay.
Updated. Mine had to go through.
I'd like to go back streaming, please. Thank you. Wow, I didn't even... Wait, you took my badge? Guy's gonna use that expression a lot now because Juicy did it. Those bird chirping has been around for some time. They've been in the other ones. April 17, 12:05 p.m. Ruby Manor Garden. Wow, this place is really something. It definitely feels a little different. Feels like a different world here. Juicy! Jinxie! And this is my friend Jinxie Tenma. She's the one who invited us. And he leaves. We'll bring the camera back here. It's okay. It's okay. Fix so it's properly adjusted. There we go. She just happens to be the maid here. Orange, I love a red. Are you a demon? No, I'm apologetic. You're the demon! What the? The warding charm is in 3D too, technically. Be gone, foul beast! You look great, Polly. Fills in some of the space on your forehead. Arr. What is this thing? It's a warding charm. Jinxie puts them on all of the monsters she finds. But I'm not a monster. Maybe I should have told her you're a good demon. Or you could have just said I'm human. The red demon, emissary of the underworld. I got up early to do my hair for this. Can I take this off now? So you can eat me? I'm not going to eat you. Forgive me, a terrible one. Tone down your cord to steal a follow. You're scaring her out of her wits. Don't worry, I'm already full. Please stay that way. Great, now I'm playing along too. So I wanted to ask you about Nine-Tailed Veil. Ugh. Be gone, foul demon! Looks like you've been demonized, Polly. Literally. I'm starting to wonder if I really am a demon myself. Please don't eat me! I have food in you if you're hungry. This isn't working. We won't get anywhere out of her until we set the record straight. If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look. Ouch! Unnecessary rough deaths, 15-yard penalty. Looks like I have to present some proof. Proof that I'm 100% human! I want to show you this. What is this? It's my attorney's badge, you see. I'm not a demon, I'm a lawyer. Really? You're a lawyer? Now stop calling me a demon. Does it protect you from Enmadaio's judgment? Who's Enmadaio? I read somewhere that he's the demon lord who judges the dead for their sins. Uh-oh. I think now she thinks you're a demon lawyer from hell, Polly. Did I go back to being just a normal demon? Please don't boil me in this scalding cauldron. I'd prefer a Turkish bath if possible. A Turkish bath? Is that more sauna than bath? Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever go astray. Please, Mr. Demon Lawyer, sir, have mercy on my soul. I told you I'm not a demon, and truly... You just leave the Enmadaio to me. Isn't that great, Jinxie? I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife, really. Will someone tell these two I'm human already? So Jinxie, I hear this village is the epicenter of the monster craze. Uh-huh. Barely anyone had ever heard of it before, but now it's packed with tourists. Really? So the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival? It was the Alderman's idea, but I'd be careful if I were you. There are lots and lots of yokai prowling about Ninetales Vale. Prowling about? You mean like wild animals or something? Uh-huh. They're hungry too. Man-eating monsters? And they're all over the place? Uh-huh. In fact, there was one at the manor yesterday. I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the door, nobody was there. It was a ding-dong demon. How else could you explain it? Well, when I was a kid, my friends used to play this prank called Ding Dong Ditch. Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. There's even one here at the manor. The demon Tenmataro. He's imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro? The Forbidden Chamber? About the yokai you said was imprisoned here at the manor. Is it true? Uh-huh. He's a super evil demon named Tenmataro. Here, take a look at this scroll. Tenmataro's the dark demon you see here. He's super evil and super scary. So that's the yokai imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber? Uh-huh. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the nine-tailed fox. Locked away forever. So, you're saying Tenmataro is still trapped inside the Forbidden Chamber? But he's just biding his time until he can escape. Still, we should be perfectly safe. Because there's a really powerful sealing charm on the door keeping it shut tight. What a charming security system? You can keep this scroll if you want. The Alderman gave me this, but just holding it gives me the chills, so... thank you. I'll give this to Mr. Wright. Yokai Legend Scroll added to the court record! So, I was wondering... Are those things on your forehead also warding charms, Jinxie? Yes, they're to prevent evil things from getting inside me. Papa told me to wear them. Evil things? Apollo, don't you dare take those charms off her forehead. They have to stay there. Forever. Got it? I wonder what would happen if I did take them off. Time for me to get back to work. Thanks for inviting us, Jinxie. You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, there's going to be a surprise event today. And I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun. Better not be a yokai parade. Probably drop dead from fright. Eee! Ah! It's a demon! Oh wait, it's just someone in a suit, right? This is the Tenmataro! The Tenmataro? The demon from the Forbidden Chamber? Eee! Please don't hurt me! Be gone, be gone, be gone! This... Better watch out, little girl, or I'll snatch you away. Eee! Charm, charm! Where's the die and go to heaven charm? Oh, she put it on her own forehead this time. She sure gives up quick. Well, why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? Your devilry stops here and now, Tenmataro. Now what? Look, Apollo! There's someone up on the roof! Ah ha 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 ha! The booming laugh, could it be? My 9 golden tails are proof of my unassailable righteousness. With my band of 100 minions, I vanquish evil from the land. I am the wrestler of the righteous ones, you see. The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales is here. Fear not, good little boys and girls, for I shall defeat Tenmataro. Ah ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Hey, hooray! It's the amazing Ninetales! Up to you. Up to your no good tricks again, eh, Tenmataro? Well, not on my watch. Ah! Ah ha 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 ha! There is nothing to fear now, my child. I have banished Tenmataro. You and your people can now live in peace. Thank you, Mr. Amazing Ninetales, sir. Now I must be off. Another match, another foe to vanquish awaits. What was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he ran out of the Alderman's manor. And that was the amazing Ninetales! He's a pro wrestler from right here in the Ninetales Vale. But no one knows his true identity. I think she seems chipper all of a sudden. What was all that about him banishing Tenmataro? That was a yokai exorcism. It's an annual ritual where Tenmataro is released to remind us of his wickedness. In the end, the Ninetales fox drives Tenmataro and purifies our village. And the amazing Ninetales did the honors this year. So that was the big surprise, huh? Amazing Ninetales and Tenmataro, huh? Well, whatever floats your boat. Oh, would you look at the time? I'd better get back to work. Please excuse me. She's a strange one, all right. I think she's sweet in her own special way. I think that's what Di would say about her, too. Knowing Trucy, she probably has lots of friends who are sweet in their own way. I bet she does. Just like Di. Di has a bunch of friends who are sweet in their own way. Because Di is sweet in her own way, too. Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of Ninetales Vale while we're here. Fun never stops, does it? April 17, 3:40 p.m. Ruby Manor, Garden. I thought I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale. I know, because my wallet's running on empty. What's with all the commotion over there? Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? Hope everything's okay. It's terrible! Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened. The demon, the Tenmataro. He killed Alderman Groovy. What? Wait, killed as in dead? Yes, and Tenmataro did it. Tenmataro? You stay here while I go have a look. But please wait. Huh? Ah! It's it's a Mataro wooding charm. It should protect you, but please, be careful. The ultimate's in the fox chamber at the top of the main staircase. Okay, got it. And Mataro wooding charm slipped into pocket. April 17, Ruby Manor, fox chamber.
Are you all right? Who are you? Help! Someone call an ambulance!
No. I doubt that's rated M for that reason. The police arrived soon after that, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently the man impaled by the spear was already dead. But there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital. April 17, Ruby Manor, Garden. Because last week we explained the reason why it was rated M. Wasn't the blood, because we've had a lot of the blood in other Ace Attorney games. Thank goodness, the other man's going to be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious. You think Jinxie's going to be okay? I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least calm enough for the police to question her for now. And I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers in track. Oh, look here. Look, here comes Jinxie. Hi, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Hi, I'm feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in on what happened. So the man with the spear in the chest was already dead? Uh-huh, it was Alderman Keith. When I found him, he was already... So the victim was the villager Alderman. And the one who was found alive? Who was he? Damien Tenma, the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him. So he's the killer? Ah! Nah! Papa didn't kill anyone! Papa? As in your father? That's right. Jinxie's dad is mayor of Tenma Town. No way! Yes, way, but he's innocent. This got way more complicated. The victim was the alderman of Ninetails Vale, and Jinxie's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like we have some investigating to do. I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. Oh, I'll try my best. Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim? So the victim was the villager alderman? What can you tell me about him? His name is Rexy. They say his family has ties to the legendary Ninetails Fox. He was really kind and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler and I even heard he knew the amazing Ninetails. A former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. With your father being mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then, why did you come work here? It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? Uh-huh. Because Mama was from Ninetails Vale. Longer obsessed. I love these flowers. Where Ninetails flowers grew. Wow, what a beautiful flower! And with exactly 9 petals, too! Just look at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai. Nine-tailed flower added to the court record. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon. Huh? The warning charm on the Forbidden Chamber's door, it's been moved. The Forbidden Chamber's door? The big door that was barred shut? There wasn't a charm on it when I checked it out. Guess it was removed by someone. That's how Tenmataro escaped. Ooh, ooh. When I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Jinxie, you should go get some rest. You've been through a lot today. Between the warding charm being removed and the black feathers and weird tracks, I could see how a superstitious person might think a demon was the killer. Apollo, maybe this is your chance. Chance for what? To do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court. Who, me? Wouldn't a man like Mayor Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers? You want to know what the detective said? They doubt there was any lawyer who could get a not guilty verdict in this one. Sounds like they're expecting an open shut case. Don't worry, Jinxie. If anyone can prove your daddy's innocent, it's Polly. What? You'll accept this case, won't you, Polly? Ooh, it's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life. Right. Jinxie already lost her mother. Alright. Jinxie, leave your father's defense. Attaboy, Polly! Yeah, Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Yep, because that's what lawyers do. But no toilet cleaning for a while. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man. Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. Red demons are usually so mean. It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice. Guess I ought to go and meet my new client. But before I forget, better jot this down in my notebook. Hey, Apollo, what's the notebook for? Oh, I just thought I could jot down stuff about the case. And so I don't misplace them. I'm putting my notes in the court record. I guess it's what you could call a conclusion. Oh, sounds handy. Read my notes and just open the court record with R. So basically like this. And then right there. Go meet my client. Then I can switch between the tabs using L and R. Oh, I almost forgot. So about Jinxie's father. No matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away. Wait, what? His angry glare can paralyze you with fear. And some claim he can even shoot laser beams from his eyes. That I don't believe. Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary. A paralyzing stare, laser beams from his eyes. He sounds like some kind of monster. I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done. Okay, thanks. Only have one option. April 17th, Detention Center. Visitors room. So this one's going to make things a little bit easier on us. We don't have to go and click on everything just to get to the next one. They're going to have it all in a list. Visiting. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds. Who are you? So you're Damon Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Huh? Ah! Let me out of here! Sorry. I get a little lost sometimes. Oh, incredibly rude. Sorry. Did I do something to offend you? A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rudeness. Wait, so he wasn't mad at me? Unworthy as I am, I, Damon Tenma, shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea, maybe some cookies too. No, wait, we can do tea and cookie after we prove you're innocent. How about you start by telling me what happened? I see. The tea and cookie. Wait, can they? That was close. Don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why you were arrested? Does he look scary to you? Knowing Dai, she'll probably be like, nope, he looks like a puppy dog. Whoa! Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Bah! Excuse me? To think a public target such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should have never happened. Go on. I fear the ill effects it will have on your youth. On our youth. Now I've but one chance. I must lose her at once. If only to protect the moral fiber of our youth. No, wait. You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty. I suppose you're right. Our youth just came this close to quite a scare. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Ultimate Ruby. That's why I was arrested. Prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None. For I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head. See, struggling slumber and a blow to the head. That kind of sounds like... Well, the blow to the head is not related, but the sleeping pills kind of sounds like back in the first game with willpower. No wonder you hardly remember it. Oh. Huh? Is that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. What do the police have on you as far as motive is concerned? Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the Ultimate and I as of late. Oh, was it personal in nature? Nothing like that, it's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma Town now! Yikes! That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, that's the motive the police have established for the Alderman's murder? And it is, after all. Alderman Ruby was dead set against municipal merge. That's why they think you killed him? It was in your way. Curses! Mayor Tenma, are you okay? Jinxie, give me. I never meant to worry you like this. It'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. Really worry that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mr. Tenma, or Mayor Tenma. Please wait. My daughter, Jinxie. Yes? She already lost her mother. Now, with me being in here, I fear she'll be terrible. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need. Leave it to me. Trucy and I will look out for your daughter. I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about. New friends? Yes, it seems she made some friends started working in Nine Tails Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting creatures. Friends sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. No, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up. Why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, Mr. Wright. Justice here. Follow. Is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Trucy told me you're taking on a new case. Oh, that. It was kind of spur of the moment. You're calling me about a case? That's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. New addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. So this is technically the first time we're going to meet Athena Sykes. I did say that this game is going to be a bit confusing because the episodes are out of order. That's right, I remember hearing about her coming to join us. I guess that was today. A wild loony ram has appeared. Better go get your Pokeball die and capture him. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with a case. Looks like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Nine Tails Vale by now. Now that's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. I've never even met her before. What does she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. That's about as easy as he's gonna make it. A new addition to the agency. Well, I'd better get back to Nine Tails Vale quick. April 17, Nine Tails Vale. Yokai Lane. I already told you! I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where Karubi Manor is. You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky. You stupid pig-headed! This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested. Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school? I already told you, I'm a lawyer, not a student. That's it. Enough of your lies. You're coming with me. Ah! Get your hands off me!
What the?
I think you can watch out for the bystanders next time. What? Are you okay? I think so. But the police officers I've called. I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. That will be part of her condition. Reflex? Sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Sykes, I take it. That would be me, and you are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Wright Anything Agency. The Wright Anything Agency? What a fishy sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, right, that right. So then, you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Ah, of course. Feel free to ask anything. Ask anyway. Ask away. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right, and here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. A bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm only 18. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at 18? Okay, so she's not the first one to get a badge at 18. Who was the other one, Di? You've probably forgotten her name, but her name is Franziska von Karman. Not quite, because we had a case that she was 13 and she didn't have her badge yet. So, that should give you a little bit of an idea. I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is, wow. You must be a genius or something. I also study analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer. Psychology helps her be a better lawyer. How exactly does that work? Technically, lawyers do use psychology. If you actually watch a lot of trials on TV, they do use psychology. So, tell me about our clients. What are they like? Oh, right, you haven't met him yet. Well... and that about sums it up. He's more worried about his daughter than himself! What a wonderful father! Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying! There was something in my eyes! They're called tears. Moving right along, let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1. So Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I've always wanted to bring in analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system. Oh, really? So how do you plan on using it to defend our client? Well, for example, I can try to listen on a witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my partner Widget. Widget? This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget! It talks! Whoa, you need a volume knob! Anyways, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward! Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Now that I seriously doubt. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. This might have something to do with our case. Special edition covering our case? That was quick. That's the whole point of special edition, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Rapido? Right. Well, let's see what it says. What's the deal with the Spanish? Mataro was seen. What? He was seen flying through the air? Yeah, somebody happened to snap the photo near Nine-Tailed Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks of crime. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second. Yokai, as in one of those Japanese monsters? Minga! You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? No, of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? Special edition paper added to the court record. Adieu! Adieu, Apollo! Let's get cracking on the crime scene already. Okay, what's next on the list? Investigating the crime scene, what else? Well, what are we waiting for? Last one there is a rotten egg. You don't have to run all the way there. Okay. Then how about speed walking? I guess this has to be a competition at all. April 17, Ruby Manor. Foyer. Okay, Di. We're going to encounter a true character. So, if you've watched Looney Tunes or any of those old cartoons, we're going to be experiencing that. That should give you a good picture, right, Di? Do you hear that? Sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look. There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Nine-Tailed Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villager says his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So the wrestler's gone missing? Hey, you two! You don't belong in here! Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them there horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Horns? That's my hair. Anyways, we're lawyers, and we're here to... Ah. You're the lawyers come to defend Mad Tenma, aren't ya? I reckon what with the expensive-looking bracelet you got there. The name's Venus Field. Nice name, right? Venus Field. I'm the caretaker here. Nice to meet ya. Same here. This is the character I was telling you about. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart. Yeah, tell me, demon lawyer. I bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little horn. Here, ya. Youch! These horns, I mean, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone. Alright, these are mighty big wasted, perfectly good horns if you ask me. Again, ain't none of my business, so... that was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I'd best get back to work. Di, what do you see? You see something, don't you?
Hold it!
Halt! Stop right there! Not me. Apollo, your bracelet's gone. Ah! Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later. Somehow I don't think that'll be necessary. Just check your wrist right now. Yay! The cat's out of the bag! It was barely in the bag in the first place. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me, I'm begging ya. Jeez, I almost feel sorry for him now. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back, and he seems sorry enough, so... I knew you understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Yeah, obviously got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. Oh! Hey! Didn't you just finish apologize for stealing from us? Run away! Head for the hills! Get back here, you! Talk about a quick escape. Looks like you dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's from the crime scene, and here's one from the foyer. He left his shoes behind, too. Guy's the living definition of bumbling thief. He's a cut-o-matic. We know, we may know some people like that, right, Di? Somewhere around the world. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. Look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them. Probably took them from the police. Crime scene diagrams added to the court record. Foyer diagram added to the court record. Now then, as I recall, the fox chamber should be at the top of the stairs. April 17, Ruby Manor. Fox Chamber. Whoa! Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular question seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. Or the popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughing out of the courtroom trying to indict him. I'd be laughed out of the courtroom trying to indict him. Hey! Who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene. And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first, who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Ah, under arrest? Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now, come quietly and or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. But please, wait, we're Mayor Tenma's lawyers. Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though. I don't know how many more times I could say being called suspicious in one day. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name, I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's injustice we trust. Oh boy, this guy's a story and a half. So, what can I do for you? So, would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed. You can make an exception. Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend. Ah! Yikes! Is he reaching for this? In justice we trust. Ew, it's just a badge. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross the police line. Apollo, let's see if we can change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing the line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice, keeping injustice that would be you at bay. Look, there's just us two here, right? Justice and me, you say? That's right! Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? What? No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice. No, it can't be! You have him on the ropes, Valentina. If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through? But going to the crime scene is a part of justice too. Sure, but only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right? Whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do? I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all, that about authorized personnel, this was surprisingly easy. Should I stop them or let this through? Whose justice is more just? Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right. A search for the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from a different angle. You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? So we move the cursor with the L stick up, L stick left, L stick down, L stick right. And change our perspective with right stick left, right stick right. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap. Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. No estamos comenzar. Let's get started. Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmataro was in prison in there before his escape. Think we could get this door open? Worth a try. No good, it's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. In justice we trust. Yikes! Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manner, so we can't blow it up either. So, an unopenable door, right? According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime. Thanks for the tip, Detective Wright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful. Forget I just said that! So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I'd better keep in mind. So this is where Alderman Kurubi's body was found. Apparently the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here. Yikes! Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so... In the name of justice, I must say goodbye. What was that all about? These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped in the alderman's blood. Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing. They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird. There must be one big bird, and not of the friendly yellow type either. Maybe it's some mutant big bird. Mutant bird creature. So your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman Kurubi with a spear? It's more plausible than saying a monster yokai did it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is by definition a monster. Wow, this is a pricey looking chair. Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Really? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakening. So, he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about? That stinks! Oh, poor Mr. Tenma! He must be feeling so scared and confused. I don't know about the scared part, but I'm pretty sure he's very confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. Looks like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. Alright, Look! The statue only has one eye. Or one tail. Maybe it's the nine-tailed fox's sidekick. But the number of tails represents a yokai's power. So, if Apollo, I'd only have one? Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me, got it? Like I said, what? There's something wedged underneath this chair. See if we can flip it up and freeze! Yikes! No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about that attack over on Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth. And you waited till now to tell me? I'd better go over there once, in justice we trust. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's our chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. Di is liking this even more. She's probably like, just the person I was looking for. He makes a great sidekick. Whatever this is stuck on tight. Looks like a large blood-stained cloth. Blood's probably the alderman, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. And why does this seem important? So... Look, trophies! Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman Karubi. Amazing Ninetales, Yokai Division winner. Tenma Town Pro Wrestling Tournament. Yokai Division? I didn't know you could have a division of one. Well, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night. No one's going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena. Ah. Oh, that looks like an air vent. Pretty high up there. What if you got a running start and jump? Doubt even a high jumper could make it. Don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper. Even so, that must be about 9 feet high. Look, I said you don't know until you try, Mr. Justice. Doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words. Hey, but this window's open. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window opens about 6 inches, not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame. Looks like gold fur. Looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be from some kind of animal. I wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman Ruby have a pet pot? Golden fur added to the cord rack. Look, a cat with 2 tails. No such thing. Oh, and this lady has a really long neck. How funny is that? There's no way a creature like that could ever exist. She'd have a tough time swallowing. Apollo? I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus. What's that got to do with anything? Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch the pendulum in there? Unsteady and restless. That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis? This strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off the mark. Doesn't this Tanuki statue remind you of the Manor's caretaker, Venus Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. Ooh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know. Way to waste the brilliant idea, Apollo. The folding screen. I wonder what they're using it. I read the Japanese used to use these in crafty rooms, but now they're just for show. You mean like my attorney's badge? Berthina! That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. This one's a sphere. But what about the other one? It looks like a giant pair of flyers. Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in the manga ones. Really? What are they used for? Things like pinching through cheek. Pulling out tongues. Stop! Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes. Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that. Demons can eat canned? Demons eat canned food? I always wondered what they ate besides people. Something behind this door. The other, whatever it is, it looks like it's broken. Probably broken when the door was open. Why would anyone put something there? Yeah, that wasn't. Maybe he thinks he was the first one to discover the body. He must have heard the screams and came running in here in a panic. Well, look at you, Apollo. Now using analytical psychology too. I am. Wow, you really learned quick. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You're the Ace Attorney of Wright Anything Agency. Can't tell whether she's serious or not. Now, if Trucy said something like that, I'd immediately know she was messing with me. I need to look at... Nothing much to see him. Maybe I should go check him. There's something. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and Tenmataro battling it out. Eek! Careful, Apollo, it's got blood on it! Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the Alderman's blood. No, I don't think so. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this isn't the first I've seen something like this, so... You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something from my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Fox and demon statue added to the court record. Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo. Do you hear something? Hear anything? Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow grate. And the echo of someone's voice. In justice we trust! Ah! Someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverbing through the air duct. I heard it through the air duct? Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? As you can see, the vent is connected to an air duct that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through the air duct or something. A cute theory, but I don't think. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into. That much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you? I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room, yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Oh, come on, throw us a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need. I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is just what justice is all about, but keeping information out of enemies' hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard? Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto, to serve and to protect. I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course, I must serve as well as to protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice. We did it, Apollo! Yeah, we did it all right, but I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Wasn't Miss Jinxie Tenmo who first discovered the crime scene? That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Miss Tenma had a key allowing her immediate access. Key? So then the fox chamber was locked? Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door. Really? So Alderman Ruby didn't have a key to the fox chamber? Actually, he had a master key to both his doors in the manor, but he disappeared after his murder. Disappeared? You think the killer took it? It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share the information with you. You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls. Shameless rascal? Who even says that? Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Crime scene photo added to the court record. These feathers and tracks looks like something a yokai might leave behind. I'm actually thinking the murderer was some sort of monster, you? What's the name of the creature in the Forbidden Chamber? In the something. Because from the black feathers and the big tracks, it looks like that creature did it. Our prime suspect would, no doubt, love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature. Can whatchamacallit even be called a victim of slander? I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So, the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? Nah, I'm as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect? That's right. Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking, too. Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Hahaha, don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi. Oh, is that so? Yep, other than the victim, the suspect, and this Tenma, the only others around were... Well, I think his unconsciousness would would give him an alibi because somebody knocked him out. And he had blood running off his head, and he has a wound to prove that somebody hit him. So I think that would qualify as an alibi, especially when there's like a 20-pound statue sitting next to his chair covered in his blood. This had Phil to Mayor Tenma's aid, and the two of them were together at the time. Still, the guy who tried to steal my bracelet just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have a chance. What about Juicy? He's not being suspected at all. She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the ultimate and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear? True enough, that spear looks bigger than her. That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit, Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect. I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it. Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial. That's the one. How should I put it? Not what you expect. That is unless you faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before. Guys, like, what? What the? Is this some kind of joke? Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than big of the imagination. They're baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane. Well, the chief prosecutor personally signed him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter. Ha ha ha. It really is the dark age of law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name of Blackwell, would he? Bingo, Simon Blackwell. So you have heard of him. You could... What's that supposed to mean? Well, I bet you don't know his title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackwell. Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on how so. His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into the dark age of the law. What? And he of all people is going to stand in court tomorrow? Ha 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 ha, never fear. I myself will be there to protect you. That's reassuring, I guess. Well, you kiddies knocked yourself out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow. Wait, Detective Fulbright. I've been meaning to ask you something. Here it comes, Di. Here it comes. Why are you barefoot? This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off. Hmm? I hadn't even noticed. What do you mean you haven't even noticed? I mean, I think I would have noticed the minute my shoes were missing. Why am I barefoot? You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? I think there would be a big difference if you walked on a carpet floor barefoot versus walking on a carpet floor with shoes on. I think there's a big difference. Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they? Now, think about this, Di. How does Phineas Filch steal a pair of shoes from a man who's wearing them? Think about that for a second. And how did he put them on his feet without anybody noticing? Yes they are. My favorite pair, in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice. Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet. That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, it looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. April 17th, Ruby Manor. Foyer. This is just awful. Terrible, I say. Did somebody help? Oh, look, it's Mr. What was his name again? Finch? No, that's... The name's Filch. Venus Filch. Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch? Oh, it's just terrible, I tell you. Come quick. Okay, what's the deal with him all of a sudden? Looks like some kind of mask. It's the Amazing Ninetales mask! The Amazing Ninetales? Oh, right, the wrestler who appeared during the festival special event. What's his mask doing here? He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Look, there's some white hair caught up inside this mask. Amazing Ninetales mask added to the court record. So, what makes you believe that the Amazing Ninetales has been murdered? Yeah, I really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, eh? Yeah. Yes, I mean, no, I mean, just tell me, please. Well, it's like this. I dream of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champion belt? What do you think? Me and my bandit's mask, and you in the demon mask of yours. Demon mask? Wonder if I can make it big. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? Oh, no. Actually, why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo, ask him about the Amazing Ninetales murder already. Amazing Ninetales are village's savior, and don't you forget it. It trademarks a gold cape made to look like nine foxtails. He whirls through the ring, smacking down 10 Matara wrestlers left and right. Okay, hold on a second. He sparked the monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Bell in the blink of an eye. That saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. Huh, the Amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. What's the difference? Save the town for being a ghost town, just to become a yokai town. Aren't they pretty much the same? Yeah, it's pretty amazing, huh? And that's why he's worshipped here like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of monster like yourself, Mr. Tilt. There's a yokai village, huh? They're full of ghosts. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the Amazing Ninetales. I'm pretty sure the yokai village does not have an Amazing Ninetales there, huh? Don't think so. They don't have a Tenmataro either. Yeah, a lot of people tell me I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? Ouch! What's the big deal? Here! Check your pocket. Hey, how'd you do that? Keep it. I got lots more. Amazing Ninetales Glossy added to the core record. So you keep saying that the Amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the riverside? That's only part of it. Maybe there's one some revenge. The route around Ninetail's Vale is he was killed by Semataro. You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? Yeah, we are. We love conspiracy theories, too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. Mayor of Tenmataro? What is he plotting? Rumor has he's planning on Tenmataro. That's why he wants to merge. To open the forbidden chamber once he's in control. That's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet. There was only one person who could stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetails. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenma Town and stop the municipal merge. I couldn't make this up if I had tried. Apollo! We still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office guarding. Like, dead ass. And I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the fire around from where I work. Must be talking about the small room in the upper right. It definitely looks like you can track him coming and going there. You have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Phil? Yeah, I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenman's aide. Bon LeBlanc. The Belle's name. So the two of you were together. That's sound alibi, right? Nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder? Got watched here the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that there security camera would have spotted them. So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So, do you think this mask is a real deal? Not a doubt. This here's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetails. What about the white hair I found inside the mask? Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot where some of the fur is missing. Then this places this mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... what does it? Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merge? No way! Could the amazing Ninetails and the alderman actually be? Something wrong, Apollo. You should see the look on your face. Oh no. It's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something. She works. Golden fur reattached to the amazing Ninetails mask. Okay. Alright, so I think we should go to the garden. Nothing's happening. Come up with anything yet? Oh, of course I have. Not quite ready for prime time. Huh? The truth will only be revealed once we've dotted all of our I's and crossed all of our T's. In other words, it's still just a theory, so I don't think I should say anything yet. It's the dilemma any great detective must face. Whatever. Tisk, widget. Basically, you have no idea. Thanks for nothing. What are your thoughts on the case so far? Well, I think our killer is most likely highly intelligent and social cool. I mean, just look at how they killed the alderman. One decisive thrust, no hesitation. And you know this how? Psychology? That's right. I profiled the killer based on the evidence we found at the scene. I can almost picture the killer in my mind. The terrifying face twisted for hatred towards the victim. Big bulging eyes full of murderous intent. A horrible gash-like mouth from ear to ear. And wings, black and sinister. Wings? That sounds like the Tenmataro. Second thought, scratch psychology. That last part was just my imagination. You think? Alright, let's go to Yokai Lane. April 17, Nine Tails Vale. Yokai Lane. Oh look, there's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream. Like she's out grocery shopping. It's really like dairy. A charm to make a better milkshake and another cure my lactose intolerance. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Hey Jinxie, hey, it's me. It's that demon lawyer! Ah! Not another warding charm. Apollo? Who is she? Oh, right, this is your first time meeting each other. Oh, this is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover this crime scene. Oh! So she's the one who... Oh, hello, my name is Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too. Where's Tracy? But she went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. Wait, how do I know you didn't? That you didn't gobble her up alive. Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Juicy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an interesting character, huh, Apollo? Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Alright, please, not yet. But you do think Tenmataro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that! Huh? But you said Tenmataro murdered the Alderman. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me... Yikes! What was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Huh? What's gotten into her? So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human? No, you're still a demon. Oh, I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenmataro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm. Ah, that's... You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenmataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but... If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. It will help your father, too. Alright, then. Why do you think Tenmataro's the killer? Saw him. Saw him with my own eyes. Tenmataro is right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear. There was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me towards the foyer. Towards the foyer? Mr. Stilton, Mr. Labella were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Temataro too. Sounds like we better get their statement. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Hello? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Temataro flying in the air. I wonder if this is the same Temataro says she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Temataro is the killer and he can fly too. Jinxie works at the Alderman Manor, so maybe she could shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity? Huh? No one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponents are so popular. Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked? You even think like a demon! No, that's not what she meant. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could ever suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's got to be a story behind it. No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Could you be a little more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy. But I vaguely recall seeing Temataro holding his staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound. Does Temataro actually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the show. How about another document? Any of them show Temataro with a staff? The only known document is depicting Temataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. Then what's the deal with Temataro, you say? Yokai Legend Scroll updated into the core record. Jinxie's statement added to the core record. We're getting a lot of evidence in this one. Why didn't you tell me you saw Temataro earlier? Actually, Mr. Labella told me not to tell. Mr. Labella? Papa Zaid. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. What exactly did he tell you? Keep the village's superstition in mind. Before you go talking about seeing Temataro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions? They say you must not gaze upon Temataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Temataro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to village elders know about it. Because I'm not around here. Hey, come to think of it. Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there. You mustn't stare at Tenmatara like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? Guy at the special event said almost the exact same thing. Paolo, do you think this Labella guy actually believes in Tenmataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale. Then why would he try to keep from talking? Question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. Last time I saw Mr. Stella, he was relaxing. Wait now. Next step, the Mayor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. April 17th, Ruby Manor. Foyer. There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Miss Labella. Maybe he's out for a walk or somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, the TV program. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestler. Hey, what you think you're doing? Oh, Mr. Filch. What can we do for you? Bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me, but what business do you got with my TV list? Oh no, it's just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, there's a match between a couple of rank amateur though. There's a split disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. Even listing added to the court record. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask. Mr. Phil, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro, something like that? Huh? Tenmataro? So, you did see him? Yeah, I'll clean and shiny your forehead again today, Mr. Liar, sir. But you shine it up every day, real pretty like. Ladies must love it. Don't change the subject, and FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro flee towards the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Yay, bees! Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Yeet! Forgive me for being pestered, sir. And you are? I am Florence Labella. Wayne Devine and personal aide to Mayor Damian Tenma. Wayne Devine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you. Ah! What the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetic called Dessous Labella. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Wow. Ah, what a heavenly scent. I think you just paralyzed the olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know, that is brand number 5, bonjour. I'll be very honest with you. I can't have cologne. I have asthma. Anything like perfume, cologne, they really affect my asthma. Smell or no smell? Yes, if I wore anything like that, I'd be dead. And if he sprayed that in my face, it says, good, now I'm gonna call me a cop. You tried to kill me. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where's my bottle of juice so I can return that favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Temataro. Who was that little? So she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. LaBella, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstition? Oh, please! I was merely trying to keep with the tradition. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Temataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Look who's talking. I didn't even get a chance to read that. Ah! Little Jinxie has an active imagination, isn't that right, Venus? That's right, I didn't think nothing, especially not Temataro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. I can add 3 more. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi? To think you suspect me of all people. Oh no, it's just a formality. Ah! How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Like that spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filthy, answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer. Exactly, good answer, Filthy, good answer. You said quite enough. What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. Are you quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know. Right, well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer, but didn't see Temataro. Come along, Dale. There we going. Alright, gotta practice them stamens for tomorrow. Yippee, mice! You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statement? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. Apollo? I know this sounds strange, but Mr. Bella seems unusually preoccupied with Temataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill, but what do you mean he's preoccupied with Temataro? Not exactly sure, but it was like he was. obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway. Everywhere we turn is Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. We should go talk to the mayor too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of this rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro. April 17, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst... Oh, he's here. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice Partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenmataro. Hmm? Oh, yeah. I look forward to working with you, too. Wait, what? I'm glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenmataro free. What utter nonsense! Yikes! They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. Those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on are his people skills. So rumor has it that you want to push the merge through. In other words, to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Grr. Ah! Sorry if I offended you. So that's the talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Huh? She must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, wait, first, we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you. Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Let's go. Oh, need me to go straighten things out myself? Oh boy, they better call in the SWAT team and showed up at her school. Oh right, I had to ask about the reason behind the merge. Seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales bail that badly? Yeah, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. What am I feeling? What I think I'm feeling? Sure, I'll play a bit of hardball. Only when I deemed it necessary. Di, you know what that's for, right? Do you? I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People inadvertently tense up when they lie. That's why my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the people I'm talking to is feeling tense. Because it begins to feel tight around my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, So you believe me? Just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gift. Yeah, Tina has a gift too. Her special sense of hearing. So what do you think the mayor is lying about? Oh, it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like that. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First I touch my bracelet with X. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Okay. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown, that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. When he lied, a certain habit made itself clear, just under his right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. So he's already giving us where to look. Alright, I've got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eye. I gotta pour over every word he says, wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it with X. When it does, I'll perceive it with X. Did you see it die?
Gotcha!
Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. Truth? Understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please, tell us more about your merger, Sid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking the merge with Ninetails Vale? I already told you before. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. Really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot priority ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the fact. You say the monster craze really revitalized Ninetails Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for tourism, but that would contradict this. What would it contradict? Okay? Did you see it?
Take that!
The monster craze in Nine-Tails Tale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Nine-Tails Tale rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Urgh. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenmataro with Nine-Tails Vale, huh? Well, arr. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Honestly, I never wanted to merge in the first place, but I have no choice if I want to protect my darling little Jinx. Protect her from what? I received a threat. It said either I go through the merger or my Jinx dies. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know, but whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman Karube was immensely popular, so you could have a... So you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Ah, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman Karube's secret identity, and his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence really revealing the alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. So, we have to present evidence. Do you know which one to present? So, he wants to reveal the alderman's identity. His secret identity. Wants to reveal the alderman's secret identity. So, what's his secret identity? We have one piece of evidence that will prove it. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this. That's the amazing Nine-Tails mask. What is the meaning of it? This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside. White hair. There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. What are you saying? You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Kubi, the amazing Nine-Tails himself. No way! The alderman was Impossible. Wait, come to think of it, Alderman Groovy was a former pro wrestler, so the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity? Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the Amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. It opposed the merger and, as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, with the mask doing it, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman Ruby had taken part of it in it. If you get my drift. This is absurd. Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail. Fortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd be carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished. Blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned. Apollo? Do you really think that Temataro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there is no such thing as monsters. What about the newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Temataro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on! There wasn't any Temataro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspect the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see the look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo? Are you alright? I'm fine, I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. Okay. What do you think? I know, you're going to probably say that was long. You liked it? There's a lot of things we did. A lot more than what we would have done in the other ones. For some reason, it feels Scooby-Doo-ish. With a couple of the characters that you saw. Phoenix Filch and Florence LeBlanc, or LaBella. Well, I did say be prepared for characters in this one. But this is going to be a case that's going to end up taking us about a month to do. Alright. So, that's actually where we're going to be ending here. Because the trial is going to end up taking us another 3 hours. Maybe 4. So, yeah, it's going to be quite long. Monday. So, what are we doing this week? Tomorrow, Andy's going to start the Minish cap. That's what I have scheduled. We're going to go back to .ac on Wednesday. We're going to do more Curse of Darkness on Thursday. Friday is the All-Star game, the last. And then Andy takes over on the weekend with Tears of the Kingdom and Resident Evil 4. We will have a Discord stream after the stream here to finish things up with the PFL. We will have one more week afterwards for that. Second. Game's over. Yeah, that's our week. There isn't going to be much to do for the PFL. We only have 2 teams, so that should be emails. Yeah, there should be emails for those 2 teams. There should be newspaper. I know there's newspapers, so emails are going to be short. Very short, because you only have to do 2 teams. The newspapers will have 3 newspapers, and that will take care for the week. And then after next Monday will be the last time we do it, which should only be 1 newspaper. Which I think Di probably will be able to handle next Monday. And that should be it until next year. We will do a fantasy draft for next year. No, you're going to be doing it. You're not getting out of it. You're doing this week. You only have to do 3 newspapers, Phoenix. Alright. Are you going to be streaming this Friday, Di? Because if you're going to be streaming, I can always change the time of the stream. You don't know yet? Keep me updated. Because I can always bump the stream up to 6:30. Because it's already scheduled at 8 o'clock, okay? So if you're going to be streaming on Friday, I will bump Friday stream up to 6:30. Doesn't really bother me. Alright. This is going to be where I'm going to end for tonight. You all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, wherever you are in the world. Take care.